Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Lara Croft's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Holy shit, those fishes look almost like piranhas. We are continuing the main campaign. There are still quite some caves left and right, or pathways that we didn't fully explore yet. I did explore quite a lot, but I don't have the shotgun and or the rope ascender to open up certain obstacles. So for now it's really the main mission that we need to follow. Here we go. Good work. Ah, shit. Trinity.
Those drones were unexpectedly heavy and sharp. Boat looks okay, though.
I'm glad you're here. We have a problem. Jenny again?
I'm on it.
He wants us to search underwater?
He wants us to search everywhere.
Okay. So, are we getting scuba equipment or something? Better. A bunch of underwater drones.
Underwater drone? Oh. Let's reload this checkpoint. That didn't went too well. And let's replenish the tea.
He wants us to search underwater?
He wants us to search everywhere.
Okay. So, are we getting scuba equipment or something? Better. A bunch of underwater drones.
That doesn't...
Feels bad. Very bad.
Alright, hopefully...
Man, this is Dock Station. Operation Lone Wolf underway. Drones have been launched.
Alright, what do
We're
I...
5 miles downriver. Signal is strong. I'll let you know if they find anything. Out. Something's not right.
What do you mean?
Executing sweep.
Why? Because they're missing their buddy, probably. Very nice. Very nice. This goes pretty well, I must say. I have to admit that. Very nice. Where is he?
Not gonna change anything, you know that, right?
Very cool. That was a pretty cool section. Only problem is, I'm also pretty happy that it doesn't take me like 10 retries. Because that's always a bit annoying if you're doing a live playthrough. I won't be editing stuff out because there aren't that many video editors that support high quality HDR files in a reasonably efficient manner. So I'm happy with that. But what I'm a bit curious about, they were talking about drones. I think even underwater drones. I don't see any drones over here, or am I missing them? It's the little mass grave that Lara left behind. Can I also search these guys? No, I think I automatically loot them when I stealth kill them. Probably I have that upgrade. Wait. Oh shit. drones over here, people? I don't see them. I must say that the action here, the shooting and the combat options, I find them way more forgiving and as such and diverse compared to Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That really was like infuriating sometimes, that game. With like really zero tolerance and sections that were super hectic, where really luck became a factor. You really did not have it in control as to whether you'd succeed or not. And that's really a bad thing in games, I find. Players should always have the sense that if he fails, it's because he screwed up, or if he succeeds, it's because he was indeed successful. And in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, often you really had the idea whether you won or lost, that it simply was due to luck. Alright.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
No, but it's more like reading.
When the Lord gave his covenant to Noah, saying never again will he destroy this world, it can be interpreted as he has decided humanity has learned their lesson. But have we? There is also a different interpretation to be made, and that is that he has given the agency of destruction to mankind itself. We are responsible for every living soul, and they are now tarnished and besought. It has been 4,000 years since the world saw purity, and we aim to end that. We will be the architects of the new world. We will pave the street to heaven for all. We will usher an end to this sinful, reprehensible world.
Alright, I totally didn't follow that. When Lord gave his covenant saying never again will he destroy this world, it can be interpreted as he decided humanity has learned a lesson. But have we? There's also a different interpretation to be made, and that is that he has given the agency of destruction to mankind itself. We are responsible for every living soul, and they are now tarnished and besought. It has been 4,000 years since the world saw purity, and we aim to end that. We will be the architects of the new world. We will pave the streets to heaven for all. We will usher an end to this sinful, reprehensible world. Alright. So Trinity is, yeah, pretty ambitious plans, so to say. Why is Lara still in sneaking modes? I did get them all, right? Like being in sneaking modes, but all the while just chopping some wood. Just cutting down some trees while remaining undetected. That's my Lara.
Lara, you okay?
Yeah, there's a Trinity base here.
Hey, Jonah, What happened here? I said don't break anything.
Hey, Abby, I can explain. I'll get back to you later, Lara. Don't do anything crazy.
Right, do I have another skill point? No, only one. By the way, let's see if we have that skill point, that auto looting. I thought I didn't have that one yet. What the hell is this? Increase speed when climbing. Apply mud. Use focus, health. Lure traps, increase speed when swimming, craft lure arrows. Which symbol looks like auto looting? Ah, maybe this one. No, this is increase the amount. What was it? I think it's the stealth section. Automatically loot enemies killed by a stealth takedown. Right, I do not have that one activated. I mean, it's not white. And still, the dudes that I stealth killed in the water, I auto-looted them, I guess. Maybe that's because they fell in the water and I cannot loot them afterwards anymore. But that's also not the case, because I could loot another dude while he was floating in the water. So it's a bit weird. So does it make sense now to take this one? No, not yet, I find. And it's not that bad to simply manually loot instead of auto loot. Prefer to spend that point on something more worthwhile, at least to me.
The younger Croft is more active and less cerebral than her father was. Although intelligent, she is less focused on the meaning and history of the artifacts she seeks.
Why is
and more
Lara
prone to risk-taking.
reading so slowly?
With no children or family of her own, she is free to pursue her targets, almost to the point of obsession. Although this can make her appear impulsive or unpredictable at times, we believe her drive and the balance of her personality will make her easier to influence, with the promise of greater challenge and more likely to deliver results. Any information she might have that Richard Croft withheld from Trinity would simply be a bonus. We recommend her as a strong target for recruiting.
Whoa, that was really like a weird way of reading. It was almost like an English class from primary school. Like, learn to read. Listen to this slowly but meticulously read text. Alright, another camp that
Any idea why we're sealing everything up?
I have to clear.
Commander Rourke said to hold the perimeter. No one goes in or out.
I know that, smartass.
Press
Do you know why?
X to
That's
cover
above
Larry
my
Mud.
pay grade.
Much makes it harder for
When
enemies
the
to spot
recon
her.
team gets here,
All
maybe
full
they'll
up.
be able to tell us
Can't
something.
carry any more.
Alright, we are muddy. That's good. Anything here? Another one.
After action report. Attention, Dr. Dominguez. Search site, Mazaruni River, Guyana. 5.816587
Oh, shit.
59.468158.
A fool.
Discovered evidence of Maya migration. Upon subsequent investigation, site deemed a dead end. Actions taken. Site flooded by redirecting river. Locals recruited for labor eliminated. All trace of presence scrubbed. Other. Kick up at nearby village. Lethal response necessary. Area isolated. Site flooded. Appears natural. South American rivers rising due to climate change story seeded in media.
That whole climate change thing, god damn it. That's really nothing more, I think, than creating a common enemy to distract attention away from like regular day-to-day problems and yeah, some kind of device for unity or something, but one that costs a lot of money, I guess. Because if you ask me, I'm not so sure. Of course, I cannot know for sure, but I am not that sure that we are like
Overnear, this is Commander Rourke. Have you achieved lockdown?
immediate danger of like
We're
total
almost there.
Armageddon.
All access
Staying close
points
to
are
mud-covered
covered,
walls
and
will
most of the
conceal
barricades
you.
are finished.
Almost isn't good enough. Secure the perimeter now and make damn sure it's locked tight.
Aye, sir.
One
If I could ask, sir, what's going on?
Recon team is en route. Rourke out.
Nice.
Was there any indication what might be happening before we lost contact?
Alright. I do think there is still... It's not only that dude.
Lazy shit. Now I have to do everything.
I think there are some more.
Getting a strange feeling.
Alright.
The area, high and tight.
That deserves a closer look.
What's that? Where? Ah! That was close. Take point, guns up. All right, let's do this.
How many are there? Holy shit.
Better
there's
look at
one.
that. Over here! Oh, Christ!
God damn it! It's so annoying. I really don't like these sections. To be honest. It's too much finicky and too little really control. I mean, it's also once you kill one, even if they don't see him,
Borveneer, this is Commander Rourke. Have you achieved lockdown?
they will go in an alert state.
We're almost there. All access points are covered, and most of the barricades are finished.
Almost isn't good enough. Secure the perimeter now, and make damn sure it's locked tight.
Aye, sir. If I could ask, sir, what's going on?
Recon team is en route. Rourke out.
Was there any indication what might be happening before we lost contact?
That recon team better get here soon.
Yeah, indeed. Where are you, dudes? There you are.
Keep it together. Fuck! Stop using mud to offend.
Woo! So they do see you, even if they're close by, which is a bit annoying. I also find it a bit annoying that I cannot pick up my lure here anymore. So it's simply a waste. If you lure a body and it doesn't get triggered, it's a waste of resources. Because you cannot pick it up afterwards, which is a bit stupid. But whatever. Alright, I don't really like these encounters, but that's just not because of the game, but it's just personal taste. But I must say that at least they are not really like spamming you with like gazillion enemies. The numbers are pretty manageable, and you also really do have quite some tactical freedom with the bow and the silent pistol and the lures and a bit of cover, or you can go in with the machine gun. So that's actually, yeah, it's actually still pretty fun with those bottles to distract them. I could probably just have been totally silent, but the thing is that really, you can better do that when you're playing alone instead of recording for a playthrough, because that I do think requires some trial and error. You have to get to know their patrols. I could of course sneak up to this guy and snap his neck, but it could just as well be that he just turns around, sees you, and you're screwed. And when recording for a playthrough, that's of course, you really want to minimize...
Okay, the perimeter's locked down. All we have to do is wait for the recon team.
Doesn't it seem a little weird to you? There was a problem underground, but we're fortifying ourselves from a threat from overland.
Seems pretty standard. If something did go wrong, we should assume it could be anything. We've got the temple covered, too.
I don't know, man. This Still feels like we went from an amber alert in the known area to a red alert all over the place.
We've been overreacting to things ever since that storm hit.
But you really want to minimize the amount of retries. Alright, there's not much here anymore, at least not according to the map. And I think there are at least 2 more enemies.
Grave Rombbb.
Ah,
I would say we got what we deserved.
A lot more. Alright, what are my options?
I hate this site. Like some creepy ghost town.
This is bullshit. Someone's lying to us and we might have lost some people already because of it.
Calm down. If there was something we needed to know, we would have been told by now. And Rourke wouldn't lie to us.
He wouldn't, but he's not in charge. Dominguez is calling the shots, and that shifty bastard's got a god complex.
I don't trust him 100% either. But
Holy shit, I actually wanted to shoot an explosive arrow. And I totally pressed the wrong button. And I went out guns blazing. But good enough. It's a bit of a waste of the bullets. But whatever. Indeed, it's indeed quite forgiving.
Jonah,
so
Commander Rourke is here in Peru. He ordered Trinity to lock down a dig site below an old oil well.
you going to check it out?
Yeah, I'll see what they found. Rourke was there in Cozumel when Dominguez took the dagger. They must have figured out the next step to the hidden city.
It's not at all, like, frustrating. There's really quite some ways to get through these encounters. And that's really different than Uncharted The Lost Legacy on crushing difficulty. Where you really could get stuck and be, like, screwed. Here it's yeah, you if you want you can just blast them and keep the flow going, and I do like that a lot. All right, let's get through this door. Investigate the oil well. Alright, is this an oil well? How the hell did I rappel down? Ah, I already see a way down. Like so. And then like so. Holy shit, what's that? It's a lamp. What? Explore the Trinity excavation. Alright. I'm really pretty happy that they put quite an emphasis on exploration and
There's
lore.
been a bloodbath here. What happened?
I'm really more in the mood for games like that instead of only frantic firefights. So I'm not complaining. And cool HDR lighting, like more bright than in SDR, standard dynamic range. Holy shit, this looks like a heavy. And also pretty cool, this plastic helmet really makes, if you walk on it, it really makes like this plastic sound. Even when it slides down it makes a sound. That's very nice attention to detail, I find. Here we go. Ah, now it's not. Yes. And even all those, that little cone over there has a different, I think, sound attached to it than the helmet. While other games would have probably made it all one audio file. So that's really nice attention to detail. What happened here, peoples? This doesn't look too good.
Attention, Dr. Dominguez. Possible entry point located for temple outside of Kwakyaku. Excavation equipment en route.
Right. But they were all killed while getting to the entrance. So we probably will have to also defeat some kind of boss. Did I miss stuff yet? Yes, I missed a survival cage in that bay area. Or that, yeah, little pond at the beginning. God damn it. Annoying. And there is like a mural. Man, it's finicky. But where is it? According to the map, it's over here. I don't see it. Maybe on the other side of the wall? Nothing here. Holy shit. Big drill. Alright, what will we encounter? Pumas. Some kind of supernatural being. I have no idea. There are, in previous Lara Croft games, there were like sometimes supernatural enemies. Holy shit, pretty cool, well done with that body torch, flashlight illuminating the other corpse. Very horror gamey. Reminds me a bit of Fear. It's I can really recommend Fear. It's an old school shooter. Already pretty old now, like 10-15 years, but still very cool. And the enemies look really similar to like this guy. It's actually a horror FPS. And then not frames per second, but first person shooter, of course. Oops. I think we might be in for a little fight over here. Or a puzzle, and of course I hope the latter. Some dragon head over there in the other room. First let's try to get to that mural. There it is. Very nice.
From death to life, new moon to full, this temple serves as guardian to the silver box.
Now, we already found that one earlier, that text. Thought maybe that it was like one of the totems, but no, it was not. It was actually also just a regular feathers. But you can always try. Right.
Jonah, I made it inside the temple.
I think we found something here too. Some numbers. I'm gonna clear it off.
It looks impressive enough. But it also looks a little bit ominous. Ominous. Anyways, guys, hitting beautiful lighting, by the way. It really looks amazing, the art design. Guys, and the production values as well. I'm hitting the half-hour marker again, so we'll have to end the episode here. We'll continue in the next one, which will be hopefully tomorrow after work. Looking forward to guiding you through the rest of the game. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you there. And for the meantime, guys, you yourself, please also always do keep on gaming. See you later.